gentlemen, this is an impromptu Grady Meet session with Enigma and Jamie from Codex Podcast. Enigma has something very important that he wants to tell us. Enigma, take it away.
All right, so I have been asked to share some of the great stories I have of being a United States Postal Service
Yes.
employee. And one of them is a package I had that was over 20 pounds. And when I grabbed the package, it started vibrating.
That's amazing.
And not only did it start vibrating, it vibrated at a very interesting frequency because it was vibrating all over the place. So when so to clear this up so everyone understands, this was a box of vibrators. This was a very large box of vibrators.
For those of you that don't know what that means, those are women's pleasure toys.
Oh my God!
Is that what they are? Can someone explain this to me?
Move on.
So it is a.
Tristan, get over here and explain what these things do.
She's coming.
Literally or figuratively?
Yeah, is that the first time she said that?
I would like you to know that, Val, when you and I were dating, I had Mr. Pink and Mr. White.
I don't know what Mr. Pink and Mr. White are beyond Reservoir Dogs, so...
What was funny is Mr. White, on a tangent, Mr. White is actually... White is the last name of one of my best friends.
That's amazing.
By the way.
That's amazing.
And I told him that, he goes, don't ever call me Mr. White.
You know why?
Oh my God.
Because Mr. White shot out of the JJ and broke against a wall.
That's amazing.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I took this.
So, I don't know, piece it together and you'll know what a vibrator is.
Wait a minute. Enigma, finish the story, and then I want to hear about the rocket dildo.
So
This is Elton John's song gone wrong right now.
So I grabbed this box. Again, this is not, a light box. And I grabbed this box and I look at it, and my first thought was, this has to be adult signature. Look at it. Yes, it is. Which means I have to get a signature for this, and they have to be over 18. So I walk over, and as I'm walking up, the wife is walking out. She sees me. Oh, we got a package. I'm like, yeah. And I grab the package. I turn around. I go to hand it to her, and she just sees it jumping in my hand like this, and just moving. And I see her literally from her neck on up, just start to blush, and I'm like,
thermometer.
And I'm like, I get my scanner out. I get everything set up, and I'm like, I just need your signature right here. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm not going to judge at all. I said, this is not the first nor worst thing I have seen. And she goes, really?
Whatever you do
this will make a great story. But then I'm like, this is not the worst thing I've seen. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, whatever. Hand it to her, and I walk away, get in my vehicle, close the door. And as I see her run inside, it's when I die laughing. That is the.
She's like, this should have came express.
It should have. Even then, it would have been done by me. So the number one story.
Yes.
You don't fucking say.
The number one story was when I had my original route for 3.5 years, which I shouldn't have to cover for 3.5 years. So just the person there to come back to work.
The same route.
Same route.
Okay.
So I was a CCA at that point, so city carrier assistant.
Gotcha.
Basically a slave to the system. And I have a package I have to get it signed for, and they've already complained once when I wasn't there that they didn't get the package. So I'm sitting there and I ring the doorbell, no response. I knock, and I literally start scanning it up and like, all right, this has to be sent back now.
I'm crying here. Go ahead.
And I start hearing.
I haven't stopped.
I start hearing thumps, and I'm like, what's the thumps? And I literally hear something crash, and I'm like, what's going on? And a lady opens the door with a towel barely on, sweat dripping. I can smell like
sex.
Not just sex, but I can smell like lavender and and strawberry. And
That's
she's looking
amazing.
at me, and I'm like, here's your package. I said, you gotta sign for it.
Keeping it real.
And she goes, can you sign for me? I'm like, I could, but you have to sign for this one. So she reaches over and starts signing, and as she's signing, her towel just keeps doing this.
Yep.
and just flat out goes down. And I literally lock eyes with her, and I'm like, just sign. And she lowers her towels down. And all that's going in my head is, she's well built. I have peripheral vision. I get it, and I handed the package and said, "Have a good day." And there's a guy who
I know I will.
He pokes his head around the corner, and is like, trying to see what's going on. And I went, "How you doing? Have fun." Get in the vehicle, and then I literally hear, "Oh my god!" And she snaps down and grabs that towel and throws it up, and she looks at me, and I went, "Have a good day."
Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she literally dismounted him.
Holy shit.
To get his package.
I'm so glad I'm on this one. I mean, she probably was.
I've got tons of stories. Those are the only two sexual ones that like really stand out.
Well, here to end this one, tell us the most unusual non-sexually related story of you being a postman.
This one time at band camp.
that is sexual.
See, being attacked by
it depends on who you ask.
One.
Being attacked by what?
A pack of chihuahuas is one.
That's amazing. That's a typical postman story, though.
They're running away, that was
day number 2. A lady will open up the door. There's the impalement of the legs.
Wait a minute. Okay.
There's the gun drawn on me and put it underneath my chin. That was a fun one.
Okay, so stop right there. The impalement of the legs and the gun drawn. You pick which one you want to tell, and then tell both of them.
Yeah, please. Which one's got more significance, and we'll go with that.
Okay.
So which one you want first?
The gun drawn. We'll do that because the impalement of the legs sounds very.
So I feel like that's on point.
I've had a gun drawn on me 3 times.
Okay.
The one that sticks out the most is the funniest one. Which I went to a very ghetto area to deliver a parcel, and the buzzer really doesn't work. So pressing the buzzer, press and hold, it's enough to alert someone that they're there, but they can't talk through. So you have to go up into the apartment area.
And you have your uniform on and all that, so people know you're a fucking postman.
No, he had his dick in a box. What do you expect?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Vampy in the peanut gallery right now. She's just upset because she's not on the phone. Oh, there she is. Hi.
What is step 1 to dick in a box?
Put your hand in and twist around.
We need the song in the background as it tells that story.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Tell the story.
So I walk up to the 2nd floor, go down the hallway, knock on the door. And as the door opens, it is a bunch of gangbangers. And I'm not gonna lie, they were gangbangs. There was Tech 9, there's like Galoxidine there, and there was cocaine. And I'm like, whatever. And they looked at me. And my response was, dude, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid to care. I'm just here, to deliver the package. And I just need a signature. He signs for it. I hand him the package, and I start walking away. He's like, have a good one. My response was, you too. And I get 10 feet, and a kid bursts out from one of the other rooms or one of the other apartments.
Yeah.
Gotta be about like 15, 16. And not even thinking, he goes up against me, puts the gun up right here underneath my chin, and pulls back the hammer. And my response was, okay. He goes, give me our packages. Here's the keys. You can have the truck. I don't care. Because he's like, give me all the money. I'm like, first off, this is not a good idea. And all they hear, just so you understand, he is pushed me against the wall, so there's a slam of me against the wall.
Yeah.
And the guy who I just delivered the package to hasn't fully closed the door, and he hears the slam. He opens the door, looks down, and he sees this kid putting a gun to my chin and threatening me. And I watch him, as this kid is threatening me, run over, grab the kid by the back of the neck, and throw him against the wall.
Holy shit.
Grab him by the shirt and lift. And he starts bashing him against the wall, screaming, "Don't fuck with the mailman!"
Oh my!
He's just bouncing against the wall. And my response was, "Wow!" goes, if you fuck with the mailman, they won't deliver here. I'm like, that's actually kind of wrong. He goes, oh, and he stops. I'm like, I said, the problem is I would have to inform everyone of what's happening. I said, so it wouldn't just be here. It would be the entire street, and they would know that it was this. It would cost it. Don't fuck with the mailman. This kid bounced, and I'm like, have a good day. And I fucking left.
I am so surprised. I am so surprised that you were like, actually, in the middle of certain death. Wait a minute, sir.
Let me give you the actual stuff we gotta make right now. But honestly, that would have been me completely. Like, if that was me, I would have been pissing myself, going, technically, I can come back anytime you guys need me to, but I have to say something.
So 2 quick ones. The first time I ever had a gun drawn on me, a kid came out, pulled a Glock on me, and I literally looked at it, looked around to the side, looked at it, and went, next time come at me with something more threatening, like a knife. Got my vehicle, started up, and drove away. And I told my boss about it. And he goes, why'd you do that? I said, when I looked at the side, the safety was on. And I said, when I looked at the weight of the Glock, it didn't have enough weight for it to actually have bullets in it.
Wow.
Goes,
okay.
What? I'm like, I've fired a Glock before. I fired weapons before. I know what it's like. He goes, and you weren't scared that he was going to shoot you? I'm like, he may have had one in the chamber. I'm like, and if I got shot, that's money. That's government.
Secrets are out.
And so I was told, don't antagonize them. Well, a week later, 3 people jumped me. Same area with a single switchblade, and they pulled the switchblade, and I looked at them and I started laughing, and they went, what's so funny? I'm like, come at me when you got something more threatening, like a gun. Got my vehicle, while they were just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Got my vehicle, closed the door, started up, drove away.
Oh my god.
10 minutes later, a cop shows up. Yes, I know. A cop shows up, goes, have you seen him? Like 3 people, 1 Latino, 1 black guy, and a white lady hanging out with them. I said, and they're running around with a single knife. He goes, yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, oh, they tried to stick me up. And they did it? No, they tried. I laughed at them, told them, come at me with something more threatening. While they're confused, got my vehicle and drove away. He's like, they could have hurt you. Meh. Told my boss, he's like, why do you do this thing?
That's money, sir.
Okay, so
your wife would also like to know why you do these things.
So the punctures in the legs.
The impaled legs.
No, this is not me being stupid. This is just me.
Okay, so can I ask before we get in this? Was it like Ace Ventura when nature calls, when he's like, throw me the spear, and he gives one the leg, the other one, and he's running around holding them? Or is this like, hey, I fell one time?
Not far off is the truth.
So I was delivering packages in the middle of winter, and
all good stories start that way.
Yes, they do. And
holy shit!
I delivered a package. I had to walk up their driveway, then over to the house, and then just like a little lip to their. There's a little like elevation to their house. We'll walk way up and ring the doorbell, dropped off the package. Everything's good. Come back down. Careful on my way down. It had been ice on the ground, but there's no more snow because it had started to melt. And so there's ice with water above it. I get to my vehicle, I reach down to grab my keys, which are at my side, and that's the only motion I do, standing in front of my vehicle. Well, my feet slip out from underneath me, go directly underneath my vehicle. They bounce up on the bottom of the vehicle where there's 2 screws.
Oh my god.
The screws go right up against the side of my legs and puncture straight in. 2.5 inches deep, 1.5 inches across.
Holy shit!
I saw the scars too. So I'm laying there, and my first thought, I slipped and I landed on the ground. Was okay. Let's start at the top. Head, not feeling, and I'm not even touching myself. I'm just like trying to
assess the situation.
I'm like, head. Okay.
Yeah, what can I feel and what is gone?
I'm like, head is okay. I said I was able to pull my head up even though I was on an incline. I'm like, so head's fine. Neck hurts just from the impact. It's fine. Shoulders hurt from the impact. That's fine. Back, the wind's knocked out of me, but I'll be fine when I'm able to breathe in a second.
Legs,
like stomach, okay. Waist, okay. Legs don't feel right. And I'm like, okay. Nope, there's the pain. I can feel pain in the leg. pains on top. That's not good. Yeah. So I literally struggle to get up, and as I get up, I literally see spurts out of my leg as blood start coming out of my leg.
Oh my god!
And my response was, dude, at this point, the closest people that could help is the house I just delivered to. So I climb up that hill, ring the doorbell. The kid I just delivered to goes and opens the door and goes, "Yeah." My response was, "Get me a Band-Aid." He goes, "What?" And I point down. What he sees, just so you understand, I'm not looking down because I know I'm going into shock.
Yeah.
What he sees from my legs 2 puncture wounds, blood overflowing from my boots, going across across the sidewalk in front of his house, down the driveway into the street. He's seeing little rivers of blood. He takes off in the house, leaves the door open. What I hear is his mother, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you running into the house? Mailman needs a Band-Aid." And she goes, "What?" Goes to the door, sees me, goes, "Fuck the Band-Aid, get the first aid kit." So we pack it with some gauze, wrap gauze around it, and then we literally duct tape it with clear duct tape. So when I get back to the post office, now again, I'm not thinking straight, and I wasn't thinking straight for the rest of the night. I literally have balls of blood attached to my leg because it's the only thing that's keeping it in my legs. And I drive back to the post office.
Oh my god.
I'm not thinking straight, just so you understand. So I stop and do the paperwork to explain that I got injured.
Oh my god.
And then I get home and the wife goes, "Do you want to go to the doctor?" "No, I'm going to be fine."
No.
I've lost half of the blood in my body. I'll be okay. It'll replenish.
Yeah, just the flesh wound.
Let me take over the story from this point. I get home from work and he tells me he injured himself, and he's sitting in the bathtub trying to take the gauze off his legs, and I can see through to his fucking bone. And I was
Holy
like,
shit.
No, I could literally see his bone. He's like,
it's scraped up against the bone.
Yeah.
The actual.
He's like, "Do you think I should go to the hospital?" I'm like, "Yeah. Yes, you should."
I'm not even thinking clearly at this point because I don't have a lot of blood in me.
Right.
So
all in the fucking tub.
Yeah, it was all in the tub.
Oh my
god.
So
I eventually did go into the hospital.
It's like an abortion clinic in Iceland.
Oh my god.
And their whole response was, "So what you're going to need to do is kick your legs up and keep them elevated because that's the only way, because we can do nothing with it. We can't."
They couldn't stitch it or
they couldn't stitch it because
keep packing it.
Yep, that was it. Keep it packed, and that was it.
And update the tetanus.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Do
you have your tetanus shot? When was the last time you had your tetanus shot? Stick. And then the next question, the absolute next question was, "By the way, what's your religion?" "I don't see how." Yeah.
How is that important
how that has
right now?
anything to do with this? And like, "No, we need to write it down. We need for the information." And I said, "Well, okay, if you absolutely need to know." I'm like, "I'm pagan." And the room went cold. Those are some of the fun stories. I've got tons of others, but those are some of the fun stories.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Enigma, for telling us these stories. That is fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen,
thanks for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear more of the wonderful adventures and missteps and happenstance from Enigma and his postal journeys, please let us know in the comments section below. I am Val. That is Enigma. Down below is Jamie from the Codex Podcast. And Vampy's right over there behind Enigma. You guys have a wonderful day.
See you.
Judge me, clarify.